Hello Rams, I'm Tim McCall, and here's the latest in the world of Rams sports. The CSU men's golf team is currently finishing up their final tournament of the season at the Warrior Princeville Mackay Invitational Tournament in Hawaii. The tournament, which is in its third and final round today, sees the Rams sitting at 13th place out of 18 teams on the leaderboard, with an 8 over par total. The Rams have been led by senior Blake Cannon, who shot 2 under par throughout the first 2 rounds. Cannon's superb first 2 rounds were good enough to place him 18th on the individual leaderboard of the tournament. CSU junior Max Olefke also played well through the first 2 rounds, shooting a total of just 1 over par, a mark that is good enough to place him 32nd on the overall leaderboard. With just 2 strokes separating CSU and 12th place Princeton, CSU looks to make a move up the leaderboards during the final round and hopefully provide a strong finish to their season. After today's action, CSU men's golf will be off until late February, when they will head to Arizona for the Omni Tuscan National Resort Invitational. In CSU football news, the Rams come off their bye week with a home matchup against Fresno State this Saturday. Since the Rams sit at 4-4 on the season, a win in this week's game could build momentum heading into the final stretch of the season, as the Rams hope to earn a bowl game bid. Fresno State appears to be the ideal matchup for a well-rested CSU team, as the Bulldogs are 1-8 on the season and have struggled mightily. Look for the CSU running game to capitalize this week against a Fresno State defense that ranks second to last in the country in rush defense, allowing an astonishing 272 rushing yards per game. If CSU's offensive line can open the holes like they did in their last matchup against UNLV, the Rams will dominate the ground game. CSU quarterback Nick Stevens will be able to stretch the field with some play-action passes, and Coach Bobo could use vertical routes to prevent Fresno State from loading the box in order to stop the run. Overall, look for the CSU offense to dominate the Fresno State defense this Saturday. The game starts at 1:30 at Hughes Stadium. Don't miss out on a big game that could go a long way in deciding the Rams' postseason fate. In other CSU football news, it was announced yesterday that the Rams' upcoming November 12th matchup at Air Force will be played under the lights at 8:15. This game, which will be broadcast on ESPN networks, will be the Rams' 5th game under the lights this season. After losing their first 3 night games, the Rams were able to get a homecoming win under the lights in their last night game versus Utah State. CSU will look to duplicate that result on November 12th when they travel to Colorado Springs to take on Air Force. The CSU basketball season is finally upon us. The CSU women's basketball team, who was picked as the favorite to win the Mountain West Conference this season, will get into action this Friday with a home scrimmage versus CSU Pueblo at 7 p.m. The Rams hope to use this scrimmage to prepare for their first real game, a home matchup on Friday, November 11th versus Omaha. This game will also tip off at 7 p.m. The CSU men's basketball team will also begin their season next week. Regis University will visit Moby Arena for a Tuesday night matchup 1 week from today on November 8th. Don't miss out on the beginning of what could be a very special season for both men's and women's basketball here at CSU. That's all we have for sports tonight, but be sure to check out entertainment with Nicole and special guest Emma up next.